comes in two words. It is chronos and kairos. They say that chronos is time that is measured. It's chronological. It's made up of seconds and minutes and hours and months and years. It can be measured. It's measured time. And that's a good thing because time helps you to get to where you need to be on time. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. You can miss a good job because you miss time. You can miss a good deal because you miss time. Am I right about it? I remember one time I got to a job interview just 5 minutes late, but 5 minutes late is still called late. And when I got there for the interview, I thought to myself, I'm only 5 minutes late. But when I got there, the young lady at the desk said to me, "Thank you, Alan, but we've chosen to move on." I said, "You've chosen to move on?" I said, "But I'm here." She says, the interviewing officer says, "But you're late." I said, "Does that mean I'm not going to get an interview?" She says, "Because you're late." "Can I be considered for the job?" And she says, "You're late." I said, "Can I reapply for the job?" She says, "We marked on your application late." Y'all don't hear what I'm trying to say. Sometimes late cannot be made up. And then there is an understanding of the word called kairos or kairos. It depends on how you call it. It's kairos or kairos. That means time that can only be measured in season. It is appointed time. It is opportune time. It's not measured or predictable by measurable means. It's a moment that happens and it is sustained by an unexplainable force. It's what Ecclesiastes says in Ecclesiastes 3. In the Amplified Version, it says it like this, that to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. In other words, time must give way to purpose, and purpose creates an opportune time. When this happens, you must seize it. You may start off with chronos time, but to get to where you're going to need kairos to kick in, because kairos is the opportunity to do what you've been waiting on. When you experience the opportune time, it's almost as if you can't explain how it's happening, but you know that it's happening. You don't know when it started, but all you know, you're in the midst of what's going on. It's because my opportune time has caught up with my chronos time. And when you're walking in your kairos time, you have to seize that opportunity. My brothers and sisters, when God allows you to move into your kairos moment, you have to live within the moment, because that season won't always be there. I can't get anybody talking to me. I like what Psalms 1 says, that when it's your season, you shall be like a tree that's planted. Talking here, Bishop Porter, yes I will. When you deal with the word planted, it means planted by the Lord. In other words, you are at the right place at the right time by his choosing. And when you are in a chronos moment, whatever you do works. Lord, I wish I was preaching to a talkback church. Because that season is what God gives you to carry out the purpose of your life at that time. That's why you got to seize it while it's happening. Because a kairos moment won't always be the same. That when the opportunity or the door opens or the appointed time comes, it happens. You've got to ride the wave while the wave has the energy. Oh, I wish I was talking to the right church. Got to ride the wave while the wave has the energy to get you to where you're going. Come on, say, ride the wave.